We're going to discuss a very important topic for those of us who really pride ourselves in being pro-black and or pushing for the social mobility, upward mobility of black people as a whole collectively. Major things that I want to focus on is how we don't encourage critical thinking, intellectual thought, the scientific method, test the falsifiability. I would even go so far as to say we discourage it in many ways. We do it within hip-hop, the predominant culture within amongst our people. Just for an example, you have, like, we'll say Gilly making fun of Cassidy for going to a good school and using big words.
He went to the smartest school in Philadelphia, Central High School. Remember when you used to rap about the anabolical, astronomical, astrological, hypnopotical, nepodical?
What are you talking about, man?
I remember when we used to rap like that.
Cassidy making fun of disaster in this battle, talking about
these bars I crafted is like a complex art. My thoughts are graphic. Imagine a collage full of visual bars from Leonardo's hand, which makes it harder to brush me off once I start to draw you this canvas.
Disaster, you sweet. When I rap for the street. And you rap for the suburbs like this, rapping too much words. You can't even rap to the beat.
Talking about how you rapping words for the suburbs. You know, people in the hood don't identify with those words. Well, that's indicative. We're making fun of somebody for the vocabulary, for them wanting to use more astute diction, which helps them to articulate themselves better.
What do you tell disagreeable boys? There's nothing that makes you more formidable than verbal competence, than being able to articulate, be able to think, to marshal your arguments, right? It's a battlefield metaphor. To get everything in order, get all your information straight. And so, I mean, that's part of the reason that rap artists are so popular, especially among disaffected young men, black and white alike, because they're unbelievably articulate. Like, they have this incredible verbal prowess. It's unbelievably attractive, you know, and it's associated with genuine artistic and redemptive activity, often focusing on something that's approximately the voice of the underclass, let's say, but a powerful voice, right? And it's interesting to see how many young white guys identify with that.
Not every concept can be communicated shorthand or with abbreviated language. Some things need a more erudite vocabulary to be able to communicate the message properly and as accurately and efficiently as possible. So I want to shed light on that as a community. We've got to do a better job of encouraging people to be thoughtful, to be smart. The common phrase I heard growing up all the time, they speak white, they talk white.
Check this out, though. First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me, okay? Now, because I don't understand them, I'm going to take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth and help me with the sale.
Okay, see? All of that's not vocabulary, all that's not the depth of thought. Somebody who's looking, we say, you're overthinking things. You're looking too deep into it. That's how the world runs. Our cell phones, the houses we live in, all things were done by people putting their thoughts together, peer review, precept upon precept, building upon things. What that means is this: I may invent plastic, somebody else may invent a certain type of metal. When you look at the composition of your cell phone, it's all this is a bunch of different inventions combined to create one invention. They build upon it. They test it to see if it's true, if it's scalable. And with our community, we tend to dissuade people from dissenting thoughts, label them a coon, label them Uncle Tom, say they're acting white, taking their black card.
Man, let me give you your coon award, Crispy. Give you your coon award, Crispy. There you go.
And you letting this roll, huh?
Let me give you your coon award, Crispy.
These are things that inhibit progress amongst our people. I want to encourage us to, instead of just mocking people or dissenting views, or even if we don't mock, we stay silent when others are being mocked for it, or even if we don't mock, we stay silent when others are being mocked for it, for us to collectively hold people accountable to encourage dissenting views. Because in the world of intellectual commerce, what makes a community stronger is the best ideas being put at the forefront. What I mean by that is, you think about Greece, they had Areopagus, where people will come together and philosophers will debate topics of philosophy, of politics, of economics, of race, of religion. And in so doing, when you compare like to like, some ideas get pushed to the forefront as more veridical, as more proven, as more true, tried and true. But when we discourage discourse, we say, I don't like you, you hating on my page or my post because you disagree with what I posted.
I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you.
You should welcome that, because what that means is that that's going to give you fodder to understand other perspectives and to make your idea more accurate. It's called a test of falsifiability. It calls peer review. Take that challenge as a way of enriching your own perspective to be more accurate, to be more universal. So in closing, last 12 seconds I want to say that we got to do a better job of that. No more making fun of people for using big words, saying they're not connected to this or that. We want people from the hood to be intelligent and intellectual. Let's start thinking critically again and encouraging critical thought to improve our community.